It's your boy BTA Boxing, and I'm back again with another one. I need you guys to do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon for more videos like this. That being said, let's get into it. So Terence Crawford checks Conor McGreggor again and tells him, no matter what, boxing will always be the hardest sport at the top level. Listen, we see a lot of casual boxing fans, casual MMA fans, or just, I'm just going to say casual combat sport fans speak on this situation every day. And I'm going to go ahead and kill the noise right now when it comes to boxing and MMA. You guys understand what I'm saying? Go ahead and kill the noise right now. Guys, boxing is harder than MMA. Boxing is harder than MMA. Because real fighting is with the hands, not with the feet. Guys, growing up as a kid, you fighting somebody, you kick somebody, that's a problem. That's an ultimate form of disrespect. That's not fighting. That's not real fighting. You kicking somebody is not real fighting. A real fight between two grown men is with the hands, guys. What are you using your feet for? Using your feet to kick somebody. Now, I understand it's a form of martial arts. I'm not against it. But I'm just saying, it's looked at as a form of disrespect. Because you're not confident in these, that you got to find a way out. This is what you people don't understand. You're not so confident in these that you have to look for another way out. You either got to grab the person because you can't stand up with the person. Because it's so hard to be really good at the highest level of boxing. So you're not able to compete, match IQ for IQ. So you have to use your legs. You have to grapple. You have to use anything else. It's like you fighting with a girl. I'm not promoting domestic violence, but I'm just giving y'all a situation. You in an argument with your baby mom. She knows, or a female. She knows she can't beat you in a fist fight. She's going to find a way out by finding something to hit you with it. That's like you fighting a guy, and the guy knows he can't compete with just the hands. He needs to use his feet. He needs to grab you because he's a coward. Do you understand? I don't know how simple, I don't know how, this is the most simplest way to break it down, guys. Bud Crawford isn't wrong. At the highest level, boxing is harder than MMA. MMA are guys who can't box. MMA fighters are guys who are not man enough to stand there and trade. They need other options. And listen, I'm not doing this video to disrespect MMA fighters. I'm doing this video to educate you people. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm educating you people. MMA fighters are guys who can't stand there and really trade because they're not good enough. They don't have that IQ. They don't have that skills. They don't have the footwork. They don't have the mobility, the agility, the ability to be able to do that. That reflexes. They don't have that. So they rather resort to other form of martial arts. And people don't understand that. Boxing is a martial arts at the high. Anybody can box, but not anybody can box at the highest level. And maintain that for years and being undefeated for that many years, like a Crawford or a Floyd Mayweather. You people don't understand that. That is hard to understand for you combat sports fans. Crawford is 100% correct. That's why the MMA guys are mad, because they know. It's the fans that don't know. But the MMA guys, they should clearly know boxing is harder than MMA. Way harder. Especially at the elite level. There's a huge gap, a separation. Let me break it down for y'all even more. That's why a YouTuber, listen to this. That's why a YouTuber can beat a YouTuber. This is the most perfect example right here to kill all the noise, all the debate. That's why a YouTuber, Jake Paul, can come into boxing, fight a guy that's been fighting his whole career, his entire career. He's a YouTuber, bro. He fights an elite level MMA fighter, and he'll sleep him. Why is Jake Paul, a YouTuber who learned how to box, is able to sleep a MMA guy who's been boxing his entire career? Did you guys ever question that? Did you guys ever question that? Why is he able to do that? You guys never questioned that. They're able to do that because boxing is harder to learn than MMA. And you got so much skills with the hands at the highest level that a YouTuber can come into the sport of boxing and beat on the best MMA fighters in the world, even though these guys been in combat sports their whole life. There's a huge gap in separation when it comes to MMA and boxing. And a lot of you boxing fans and MMA fans need to understand that. And stop embarrassing yourself. Let me break it down even more. I was about to shut the video down, but let me break it down even more. Right? Listen to me for a second. You guys do realize that boxers are so good that we have to wear bigger gloves. MMA fighters are not good punchers that they have to wear little gloves. Do you guys not understand that? Why do MMA fighters wear little gloves? Because their hands are not that dangerous. Why do boxers have to wear bigger gloves? Come on, guys. Are you guys following along? MMA fighters have to wear smaller gloves because nobody's worried about their punches like that. Their punches ain't killing you. Boxers got to wear bigger gloves because these guys been boxing since they were yay high. MMA fighters been doing MMA, but they ain't focused just on boxing. Yeah, they know how to box, but they ain't just focused on boxing their whole career. They all over the place. They didn't master one art. They trying to master all of the art. And it's very difficult to master all of the arts when one guy is just perfecting one craft, and that's boxing. He needs bigger gloves. He needs bigger gloves because if boxers put those little MMA gloves on, there will be a lot of casualties in the sport of boxing. We all know that. Boxing is a harder sport than MMA. These are the facts, guys. These are the facts. It's your boy, BTA Boxing, and I'm out.